Hi there and welcome to my channel. This is my studio cat Pearl and she also wants to welcome you to this channel. In this video I'm going to show you some of my new paintings and I'm about to reveal the change in my color palette. A change in color palette was slowly slipping into my art journal and later it was visible in my paintings as well. You see that green is the dominant color in this art journal. And sometimes there is a little blue appearing, but it's also because of the book, because there's jeans fabrics in it. But you see, the main things are green. And in the next one, from last year, you see that my color palette turns from green to yellow, green gold, mustard-like colors, ochre, and already some pink is appearing in this book. Art journaling is a perfect way to explore new styles, new colors, and here I was especially working with Payne's Grey. It became one of my favorite colors, and already some oranges and pinks. And some red mixed with grey, Payne's Grey. And this one, it's still Payne's Grey with a kind of green, blue and red. Art journaling really helps me develop my art. And it's not necessarily working through in my paintings, but often it really does. On the long term, it's really helping, and it's helping me to connect with myself and my inner artist. And here you see that I've been using pink and Payne's Grey. And here I really try out more things with blue and pink again. Some ochres, some neutrals are always good to use for me, combined with pink and the cool blue. So this book was from our last travel through Sweden and France. Back home, I found this art journal with already some pages filled, and I was really embarrassed that I already used the color palette that I really fell in love with. So in this art journal, I moved on with these colors. And I wanted to be very calm, very in, a new style. And making little mini collage worked out really fine for me to sort out my brand new color palette even more. Now I'll be showing you some of my new paintings and prints. After creating some landscapes in my art journal, I really felt like I want to do some things on canvas or on wood, plywood. And these are 4 winter landscapes, and they are 20 by 20 centimeters. I work with palette knife, and it's really a joy to work with palette knife. I will come back to that in another video. These cards are created to make some prints. This year I really wanted to go for landscapes, so these are the prints that came out. These are 20 by 20 centimeters. These are 13.5 by 13.5. Each set contains an index, 4 cards. Both sides are printed on 300 grams cardboard. The inside is blank, so you can write down whatever you want, and there are 4 of those. And of course you've got 4 envelopes, and it's all wrapped in foil. You can find these ones and 2 other series in my Etsy shop. I put the link in the description below. I wanted to work on a larger canvas, so I grabbed an old canvas that was already painted, so I put a new layer on it with a palette knife. And this was actually when I was teaching a class, but there were some students who cancelled the lesson because they felt ill or had other reasons, but I really could work with my students and show them how I made this piece. So it was really fun to do, and it took me not that much time because I already knew what colors I wanted to use. And finally, I wanted to work on a larger scale. I had 2 canvases of 80 by 80 centimeters, and this is the first one, which is very abstract. And there are a lot of layers underneath, so you can see it when you have a closer look. But there's a lot of things going on underneath, and that's also the color shining through. I don't know whether this one is finished or not, but I give it some time. And this is the second one. You see that this one isn't layered that much. It's just 2 layers, one with a roller and one with the palette knife. So this one is definitely not finished, although I'm already very satisfied about the colors. These colors really inspired me to redecorate our living room and our kitchen. We also have got a new kitchen, and I really want to bring some new colors into my house. It seems like it's a new phase of my life, and these colors really belong to that. So this was it for now. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time. Bye!